welcome to the Canvas for Cause Clubhouse program. I am Danielle, and today I'm excited to be talking to you guys about resumes. As a professional recruiter, resumes are something I'm very passionate about. In a few moments, you'll have the opportunity to work with your mentor and work on your resume, whether you're just brainstorming to create your resume, it's a work in progress, or whether you have a product you're really proud of that you want to get some great feedback from somebody who has some great work experience. So resumes, as a recruiter, again, I'm really passionate about these. So I'm going to share a couple of tips before you guys hop on over to work with your mentors. But I will say, less is more with the resume. Sometimes people want to get really creative and put colors and images and hyperlinks and all these fancy things. I'm going to recommend, generally speaking, less is more. You can put some creativity into it, but I'm going to caution you to make it look really professional. Now, your resume can include things like work experience, volunteer experience, maybe some projects that you've completed that you're proud of, initiatives that you're behind, things that you're involved with the community in, really anything. If you don't have a job or haven't had a job before, sometimes you have to get a little bit creative. This would be an awesome item. That's a great point to put on your resume. This is something that shows initiative and wanting to further your learning. So I would definitely put your participation with promise on your resume for sure. I think that if you don't have any work experience, you could put volunteer experience. Maybe you're involved in a community organization, maybe you're involved in a church, maybe you're taking language classes somewhere. My goodness, I think the list goes on. If you're a babysitter or you take care of your siblings, I think those are all things that show accomplishment and could be put on your resume. Responsibility. Yeah. So if you are thinking, oh my gosh, I've never had a job where I go to work and I get a paycheck, that's okay. I think there's things that your mentor can help you brainstorm to showcase on your resume and help you categorize it there. When companies, whether for a paid internship or an unpaid internship, are looking at your resume, they usually only take a couple of minutes to look at your resume. So you really want to make sure it's succinct and concise. But just because they only take a couple of minutes on it doesn't mean it's not important, because it's definitely the foot in the door. You've got to get kind of past that first, what we would call a pre-screening. So you want to make sure whoever's reviewing your resume for an opportunity, you're looking at something that you're proud of.
I think triple checking your spelling is important, and grammar. And then dates, right? Like when you list the dates, you want to have the month and the year. That's an important factor.
Yep. Dates. So people want to see recent experiences more preferable than something maybe you did 5 years ago. Not that might not be on there, but just keep that in mind. The more recent, the better.
What about references?
References. I think that depends. The job that you're applying for might tell you specific things that they need to know. So maybe they ask for references explicitly, in which case you definitely want to put the references on the resume. If they don't ask, you could put references available upon request. So you have time to give your reference a heads up that they might be getting a phone call. So yeah, probably not an immediate parent. Maybe you have somebody that you've worked for in the past. I know when I was in high school, I had a family that I babysat their kids, and I'd taken care of their kids for many years. So they were one of my professional references. Maybe you do have a teacher. I think sometimes teachers get a lot of people asking them for references. So sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. Maybe you have a music teacher or something.
Maybe you have a mentor.
Maybe you have a mentor.